So who are your top three wrestlers of all time, and then who are your top three currently in the game right now?
Oh, okay. Oh, man. All right. Okay. I'm going to go top three of all time first. Now, number three is kind of a hard spot. So I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, man, this might be controversial. John Cena's at three. I think he's really underrated, and he gets a little too much hate than he deserves.
Okay.
Obviously, the booking decisions for like a decade were horrible, but just him being around that long, I gotta respect it.
Okay.
And he's just a really great dude too. And some of his matches are really fun. Like my favorite match of all time is CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011. Best match of all time.
Yep, that's my favorite.
Absolutely. So John Cena's hit number three. Stone Cold is at number two. Best character work of all time, bar none. It's just the best. And then CM Punk is my number one.
Okay.
It wasn't that way for a while. It was Stone Cold was number one. And I think in the last couple of years, me going back and watching a lot of the CM Punk stuff really made me fall in love with him even more. So yeah,
for sure.
Yes, CM Punk, Stone Cold, Cena. Fourth, Shawn Michaels, but that's just honorary. Yeah.
And then current guys?
Current guys. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. Number three, Sami Zayn. I think he's incredibly underrated. And I love the stuff he does with Kevin Owens. And I'm going to go, oh, this is hard. Man, you put me on the spot here. Okay. I'm going to probably go ahead and go Jon Moxley, number two, in terms of just like seeing where his career arc has been going, and like seeing where he's been for the last few years and where he is now. I love watching everything he does. Number one current guy. Man, I'm sorry for the silence. This is just hard. It's a lot of weight to this question.
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, for the longest time, it was Seth. I really loved what Seth was doing. And then he got kind of bland on me for a little bit. And I'm liking what he's doing now. But in terms of just pure entertainment and just like every time I see him on screen, I'm excited. I'm loving the stuff Matt Hardy's doing right now in terms of character work.
For sure.
I think that he's on like a giant revival right now, like for the last few years, and then he went into a down period again. And he's up. I gotta go Matt Hardy, man. I love seeing what he's doing. Yeah. So that's it. I guess, man. Feels. Yeah. Okay. I'm locking it in. Final answer.
Okay. That's what I would say all time for me is one Punk. That's what it's as selfishly as I want him to get back into the game. I just, I don't think it will happen, but number two is going to be Jericho.
Oh, that's a good choice, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In my opinion, he's the GOAT. Because he's been successful in just about every company he's been in. He's been in ECW. He's been in WCW. He's been in WWE. He's been in New Japan. He's like what pretty much helped start AEW. So everywhere he's gone, he's been successful. So
yeah, okay. I think time will be very kind to him too. Looking back, sure. I think he'll definitely get even more credit for sure.
Yeah. And then number three is Stone Cold.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. In terms of current roster or current guys, number one has got to be Adam Cole.
Oh, on NXT. Man, that's a great choice too.
Yeah, he's been killing it. I'm excited to see what his future entails because he's been with NXT for a couple of years now. He's been the longest reigning NXT champion. So I'm curious to see if he goes up to the main roster or what kind of happens with him.
Yeah.
Number two is probably Aleister Black.
Oh man, he's good. Man, I'm starting to rethink my. All right, go ahead.
I'm curious. I'm very curious to see what they continue to do with him. I'd love to see him have a championship run. I think he's a total badass. Number three is probably The Fiend. The character's starting to go a little dull on me,
Mm-hmm.
just because they haven't really booked it very well. But when it first started, when he like attacked Finn Balor, started attacking all these legends, I was like, dude, this is the best thing in wrestling right now.
Yes,
I just never knew when he was going to strike, which I really enjoyed.
Hey, thanks for watching Gear Over Beer. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. If you'd like to support this show, make sure to subscribe to our Patreon for additional content like the video version of this podcast.